All right, we're back. What is this? 22?
We didn't look it up. God damn it. Hope so.
Said it last Monday when we posted, but can't confirm. Still firmly erect. Going on almost 2 weeks now.
We also never posted a vlog for the Red Sox game.
Nope.
I feel like
we didn't really
we were
record a
just so invested in watching it. We didn't really.
It was a
we weren't
crazy
on our
game.
phones much.
No.
Yeah, it was a crazy game.
We were big fans.
Saw Moss's
Game.
first home run as a Sock.
Mm-hmm.
He
Sox
still
were down
hasn't gotten that
3-0
ball
right
back.
off the rip. Came back.
They lost, what, 7-6?
7-6.
Yeah.
They lost. It was still an
Put up
electric
5 in
game.
the first inning.
I was still happy to be at the game, even though they lost.
8 runs scored in the first inning on both sides. It was just a home run derby.
Yeah.
You get a home run, and you get a home run.
But yeah, Red Sox, decent start. Offense is good, obviously, today. A massive gut punch yesterday. Adam Duvall diving center field for a ball coming in. Glove got kind of caught up beneath him and fractured his wrist. Same wrist he had surgery on last year, so that's not looking good. Ideally, doesn't need surgery, and he'll be out like 4 to 6 weeks, and then he'll be good to go.
Yeah, big pain when your best hitter at the moment.
Not our best hitter, the best hitter in baseball.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hottest guy in baseball. Just goes
Sure, it's a
Yeah.
small sample size, but still, any time you can have the best hitter in baseball for any sample of time, you'll take it. So
Who knows how long that would have lasted, too.
that sucks. Now we got to get the Bob Stop experience.
It's
Yeah.
coming. It's coming. Be
Yeah,
ready.
I pray
I'm
to God
ready.
it doesn't.
No, I'm ready for it. He's already
They called
on
him
the
up.
sure.
What would they call him up for if it wasn't to play shortstop?
Just have
Give
a
me
bench
Bob
guy.
Stop.
Yeah, but there's guys they could call up that would fill slots that Duvall left open.
Bob
Duran.
Stop's coming. Bob Stop.
Maybe they're turning Bob into an outfielder.
Nope. Well,
No,
that might happen, too. That might happen, too.
He's a
Give me
shortstop.
Bob Stop.
I
Wow.
refuse. I refuse. I'm not
If
doing it.
anything, right? Imagine he comes up, he lights it up. Kike goes out to center. Bobby lights it up, and then Story comes back. He can play shortstop before the trade deadline, and then you can all of a sudden a team needs a shortstop. You push Dobby Ball back. Dobby Ball Bags is what I'm going to call him now. You push Dobby Ball Bags, and then you get something back for him. I think that's best case.
Who needs
I don't know,
Xander
dude.
Bogaerts? We got Big Bob. Bobby
We don't even
Bell
need a center fielder at this point. Ref Snyder's making his case out there tonight. He's looked very good.
Defensively, I don't think he's hitting that great though.
He's
Did
not.
okay.
Neither's
but-
Kike.
He's hitting, well, Kike's Kike's at the point where if he keeps hitting the way he does and not making plays in the field, he's going to be on the bench before he knows it. Because he's playing that poorly and he's not making all the plays on defense either.
No. Speaking of,
we're asking a lot out of him playing shortstop, but that doesn't really have anything to do with him being able to hit the ball.
No, there's nothing.
Speaking of playing poorly, we'll move on from the Red Sox a little bit here. Do you fucking see Matt Kemp? His throw the other day?
Matt
Not
Kemp?
even throw.
Tony
Not Matt
Kemp?
Tony Kemp. Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm like,
That was a boo moment.
what'd I miss?
Did you see that game yesterday against the Rays?
I did not.
Dude got the ball from short, threw it to fucking first base. There's just no one playing first.
I feel like
Just
that's more
no
of a
one
first baseman problem, no?
Yeah, it was.
Isn't that for the A's? That's what Aguilar.
Yeah. So the pop fly went up, caught it shortstop. First baseman chased after the guy going from first to second. Just went to second base, threw trying to double up at first. There was no one at first base covering because he went to second with the runner.
So then it was the
that good?
pitcher's
That's
fault
how it's
then.
supposed to be played?
So it's on the pitcher then.
But it was a pop fly. Why is the first baseman even bothering? No one. It was the runner.
I
on
mean,
first,
still,
pop fly.
if the first baseman vacates the bag and it's going towards second base, that's the pitcher's bag.
Yeah. Either way, just the A is going to send him to AAA.
I'm telling you, that should actually be
Triple
a
A,
thing. That'd be kind of dope.
quadruple A.
No, what should be the thing is
20-team
'cause-
field, bottom 10 teams play in their own division.
Well, because if you think about it, especially now, I feel like the way that things are, for the most part, AAA teams are within like a general vicinity of their major league club, right? That's not a fact I'm making up. So-
for the most part,
For the most
there
part,
are
they
some
try
that are
to, but
still
there are
spread.
some that.
Yeah.
that
I mean,
are-
as long as it's within like a somewhat reasonable distance, you can
It's
make
like-
it work.
So, for example, you have like the Angels AAA Salt Lake City. LA to
Utah.
Salt Lake City is a pretty. That's
But I'm
still
saying
a
if
good
you
5 hours.
just get rid of the A's and put them in AAA, then I mean it's basically the same thing.
Just trade the teams.
I think how would you do this? You gut the A's, get rid of them, and then turn the same entity into an expansion team and just comprise them of an expansion draft. Don't even let them.
No. Here's what you do. You take all the players from the worst team in the league, the A's. You send them to a team in Japan. Take all those players. They come back. Yeah, that's fine. They can stay there. You get the best players from Team Japan.
If they went to Japan and played, they'd probably do worse than they're doing in the MLB.
Yeah.
That's fine. And you pick the worst team in Japan, so they just trade the entire teams. They
Just
have,
1 for 1?
Yeah, just 1 for 1.
God.
The whole roster is just switched. They come play in the States. They might do better.
That new pitcher the A's have too, Fujinami,
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
Yeah,
He's horrible.
He
hasn't
struggled
looked good.
massively. Well, again, like they made a good point when they're talking about WBC. I forget. I think it was Dallas Braden that was talking about it. He was saying like you have to realize that theoretically, like these guys are coming over, right? And already so we'll take Senga and Yoshida and Shohei. They immediately come over and have an impact. In your mind, you automatically think there's at least 20 to 30 guys in Japan that are probably better. Like, no, I won't say anybody's better than Shohei because he's the best player in the world, hands down.
Yeah.
But guys that are better than Senga and Yoshida and Fujinami and guys who are just content with playing in Japan, they're making good money already. But you know that there's players that are better than those guys that have come over.
Yeah.
Maybe they're later in their career, whatever, but you know that there's players that are better. Like Murakami is
Going to be
He's young, though.
He's going to be.
he's
a problem.
20 years old, I think. But
yeah, he could.
Murakami, if he wants to play in MLB, I bet you 3-4 years probably he'll be
He's
here.
20
Yeah.
when he turns 25.
He wants. Yeah, he's gonna be posted. So
So he has like a timeline. Then
yeah.
he's expressed it.
So,
Yeah.
2028.
I mean, it's very obvious since Shohei has come and been a massive sensation, been successful, that it's an influx of Japanese players that are coming over.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see.
Because you had Seiya.
More
the
money
next
to be
season.
made.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's money because they say the Japanese players get paid pretty damn well.
Yeah,
If you're
probably
good,
not if you're a stallion over there, they're not getting paid what they're going to get paid here. It's
No,
probably
but you're getting paid good money though, not
Not
U.S.
good.
money, but the best
No.
players are getting paid. Like it's not like
Yeah.
WNBA money.
Yeah. They're getting paid what's
well,
good money in
like
Tokyo.
WNBA money. That shit's just
Yeah,
sad.
that's factual.
That's
Yeah, the best
Speaking
players
of WNBA,
over.
League of Boston just
League
got
of Boston,
drafted
number one,
Right,
yeah.
did you see that? Yeah.
Worcester Academy.
The best players
Um,
over in Japan are getting paid if they play in Japan as the best players in Japan, but
Yeah.
that's probably league minimum in the MLB.
I'm
It's-
curious. Let me look it up. I'm gonna look it up. See what the average player salary in Nippon Baseball League.
kind of curious for this.
Yeah, I would like to know.
Can't imagine it's crazy. Especially where I feel like there is kind of a skill gap there.
But
I don't know. What
Japanese fans are also insane. So
It's
like
just a
they're
whole different
consuming it.
animal over
Yeah.
there.
Well,
It's
so
crazy.
look up how much is 70 million Japanese yen.
Got you. How much is
watching-
70 mil?
Watching the Red Sox game right now. If you guys have it
Japanese.
on, yeah, I think you're behind me. Just watch what Rafi get right up on.
In U.S. dollars, that's 524,160.
Say that again, Chris.
524,160.
Yeah,
US
so league
dollars?
minimum.
That's
US
the
dollars.
high. That's the highest salary. That's the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks. Then
Wait,
so the
that's
team that's their average salary is
Oh,
70.
okay.
Is Chris just said.
okay.
Then like the Oryx Buffaloes that Yoshi came from were 39.22 million yen, and then the lowest one is 28.17. So like
Average
they
salary
are
or their total payroll.
that's average annual salary.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's league minimum in the MLB.
Yeah, it's average player salary. Yeah.
So these guys coming over here making 5 times that amount. Shohei,
Yeah, so it
different
says
animal.
it's about 70%, 74% equation to the U.S. dollar.
So
Sorry, 0.75% or 7.5% because it's 100 Japanese yen is 75 cents.
So
I'm just-
we're
Go ahead.
we're saying Shohei could get a $500 million contract next offseason.
That's probably in the billions of yen.
That would be 1,000 times more of what he'd be making overseas, back in Japan.
Well, that's what I was just about to ask.
well,
I'm
that's
curious.
that's also average salary.
yeah,
That's
average. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I want it to be on the record. We're going to put it down now. What do you guys think Shohei gets paid for
500.
his next contract? You
It's
think
gonna be in the
500?
neighborhood. I think it's
612.
going to be right around. I don't think they're going to make a jump $200,000 in a single contract. I think that's too much. I think right around 500. I think like 495. It's going to be like 10
I
years.
was going to say
495.
I was going to say 525.
Yeah, I'm going to say 10 years, 495. AAV right around 50.
Just to like think about that.
That's
is
a half
just
a
like
billion with a fucking B.
Yeah, I'm saying 612. I think he's gonna get.
God, I love baseball.
I think he's gonna get 12 years,
Hot.
612.
it's hot.
It's nuts.
It is nuts.
Fucking insane to think
And
about
what's Pasternak for the Bruins and he just broke 60 goals?
8
yeah, and he's
years,
only getting
50 or something like that. 8
yeah,
years,
that's-
60 maybe.
But baseball's dead, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
freaking 10 years or some shit. Like he's literally making like I bet 7 or 8 million a year. That's insane.
yeah. So let me ask you this before we move off of Japanese players.
Yeah.
Who do you think has the harder adjustment period? Japanese pitchers or batters coming
Batters.
over here? Think?
Yeah, pitchers are coming over. They're going to dominate.
Yeah,
just
well, and I
because-
think. Go ahead, Chris. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I just think that their style of pitching, U.S. batters haven't seen, aside from a select few. I just think with their off-speed pitches and the way that their deliveries are, U.S. hitters aren't used to. I think there's gonna
Well, and I think.
come a time where people are going to adapt to it.
Yeah.
But
Well, and I think that exact logic is why it's harder for the hitters, right? Because just how baseball works,
Mm-hmm.
pitchers are more successful than hitters, just statistically.
Yeah. Yeah.
On average, a pitcher is gonna a bad pitcher is successful 8 out of 10 times, right? So a batter to come over and face completely new pitching, he's successful if he's successful 3 out of 10 times. So like
Yeah.
the margin for error is much smaller for a batter to elevate to that next level. And I think the biggest thing so like Chris said, that the pitching style in Japan is so different, and these Japanese pitchers are using that. A batter has never seen that. So the Major League Baseball players are going to be confused by that. They're going to be baffled. They're going to be swinging out of their shoes on these off-speed pitches. Thus, guys in Japan aren't used to seeing 102 mile an hour gas and 95 mile an hour sliders. So it's an advantage.
yeah.
The difference is
Getting
an
there.
advantage for the pitchers and a disadvantage for the hitters. But I think already you're seeing. I think very clearly Yoshida's greatest. I think his biggest strength is his patience,
Mhm.
for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where
He's
he
taking
might not
some
be
pitches
hitting,
where it's-
might not be hitting a super high average, but his
Yeah.
OBP's got to be up near 500 because
I think it is.
he gets on like crazy. He walked 3-4 times yesterday
Well,
or the day before.
In that game yesterday, he saw 1 strike and 3 at bats,
Right.
and a lot of them were close. He's like, "Nope, that's a ball."
Yeah, let's see.
It's just insane eye that he has.
Yeah, he's just very patient. Doesn't swing at garbage. But I also love that if that man comes up in a 2-0 count or a 3-1 count, 90% of the time he's letting the dog eat. He's swinging out of his shorts to try to hit the ball as far as he freaking can, and I fucking love it.
just on a different note here, Sandy Alcantara makes me sad.
Yeah, Yoshida OBP right about 400, so pretty good.
Alcantara's not. Oh my god,
4
it's
innings, 9
9-0
earned
now?
run. Yeah.
Oh, he got all
Yeah.
9.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
What's he looking?
Negative-
What's that for fantasy?
-4. But he's going to get 5 more for the loss or whatever
Yep,
it is.
5. Yep.
So I'm sitting at a crisp -4 points as a team right now.
to the Phillies too, who have been struggling.
Yeah,
Am I in the positives yet?
makes me happy.
I'm facing
I don't even
Sean,
wanna
the
look.
trusty taint, this week.
I'm not looking at mine until at least Wednesday.
I'm
looked at
winning.
it, set
I'm
my
winning.
lineup,
Get
but
this,
I'll look at
boys.
score.
I'm winning 1 to -3.
Lovely 4-point
My,
lead right
my
there.
best week of the year will come on my bye week watch.
Well, what was the final in you guys' matchup last week?
541
beat
to
me by,
436 or something
80
like that.
or something. Yeah.
Damn, imagine not even breaking 600.
Shut the fuck up. You have Shohei. I don't want to hear anything coming out of you.
100
Right?
points from Shohei last week.
Yeah.
He's banned next year. No one can draft him.
Guy put up 690 points in the extended week.
He's banned next year. Don't care.
Not good. Just,
All right.
Anyway, yeah,
Yeah,
move
but
on.
let's
Outside the Red
kinda
Sox,
look-
what else
yeah,
you
let's
wanna
kind of
talk
look
about?
at the league as a whole right
Like,
now.
go ahead. Sorry, we'll go over on
No,
teams
you could-
first.
Tampa Bay Rays are just absolutely running shit right now. Granted, they've played some of the
Wrong.
worst teams.
Exactly. I think people are overhyping the shit out of it. The teams that they played the last three series had combined for like 330 losses last year. Like, I don't want to hear shit about them going 9-0 against the A's, Tigers, and Nats. I don't fucking care. I don't.
A's nice.
It
Yeah.
was the worst.
It's
Literally the worst three teams of the last 3 seasons. Nobody gives a
Listen,
fuck.
listen,
I guarantee
listen.
you, if the Astros
Listen.
played those teams, they're probably going 9-0. Yankees probably going 9-0. Guardians probably going 9-0. Like, there's a handful
Listen.
of teams that would have gone 9-0 against the same run
good
of
teams. Good teams take care of business against the bad teams.
Exactly.
What the fuck did the Red Sox do against the Pirates?
See,
Loss.
I'm not necessarily
One thing I'll say.
disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing.
I just think people
But-
are making a big fucking deal about it.
I agree, but to their credit, beating anybody 9 times in a row, winning 9 games in a row, I don't care who you're playing in a professional baseball league, winning 9 games
Yeah.
in a row is hard.
Yeah.
Impressive.
So I agree
People
people
are
are overhyping them
Yes.
by a lot,
Yes.
but winning 9 games in a row, especially with their team isn't loaded.
Right, but I think if they went out and did that against mid-tier teams, like say they did against the Red Sox, like the White Sox and the Twins, then I would be like, all right,
I mean,
scary.
it's
Yeah.
we're through 6 now, and they have looked like a completely different team against the Sox. They
Yeah,
haven't
but,
looked like world beaters that they were the first 9 games.
Well, that's why I
put
just
it down now.
Yeah.
Put it down now. Jeffrey Springs, Tampa Bay starter, dark horse, Cy Young.
You think? What did he do in his second start?
I don't know. Let's see.
I didn't see his second one. I know his first one. He was
First
pretty
one,
good.
6 innings, no hits.
Yeah, 12 punchies.
See you
Let's
later.
see.
Smell ya.
Game 2, he went 7 innings, 3 hits, 3 walks, 7 Ks.
Jesus Christ.
So he's gone 13 innings, no earned runs, 4 walks, 19 punchies.
That's okay, right?
Jesus.
That's decent.
That's pretty
I
good, I
mean-
think.
I think it's decent.
I think
can take that.
Shohei's numbers actually aren't far off from that. Let me see. Of course, he only has one
It's
win.
Shohei.
Yeah, literally. He only has one win because of the fucking Angels.
Yeah, but I was going to say he's playing for a dog shit team, so you got to put some respect on his name.
If the Angels were smart, they would trade him now.
I picked up Steven Matz against the Rockies tonight. See how that goes.
I almost picked him up today, too.
So Shohei's 1-0. 12 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned, 7 walks, 18 Ks. So yeah, pretty close. I think he's given up 1 run, and he has 1 less K. So
On the Shohei trade, are we all of the thought process? He's not going back to fucking LA,
No.
right?
No.
Like, there's no shot in hell.
I think
he's resigning
I
with
would
the
bet
Angels.
it's either Mets, Padres, Dodgers. I think Mets,
All right.
Dodgers most likely. Because the
Should-
Mets do have some guys leaving this year off of like big 1-year contracts and stuff.
Yeah.
Where the Padres
Yeah.
seem to have more extended they have more length in those big contracts. So I think to me those are the two teams that really jump out. I think Padres makes a fuck ton of sense.
Oh yeah, they've been
Um,
spending money like
And it's
crazy.
just
so
he would fit into that team really well too.
So when the inevitable happens and come the trade deadline, the Angels are just out of it. Should they look to trade him? Get something. You're not re-signing him.
I don't think anybody's going to want to trade
He's
for
not
him because they
tradable.
know he's out of LA, and
And-
you're going to have to give up a shit.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that unless you can get something like they did with Soto, where it's like 5 teams involved, and you have a lot of moving
Yeah.
pieces that push things around. But he by far he's going to demand more. I shouldn't say by far, but he's
Well-
going to demand more than Soto.
Angels had a chance at this past offseason to move him for a large,
Yeah, who
large
was it?
return.
To who? The Dodgers? I
Mm,
think it was
Mets, maybe?
It was either the Dodgers or the Mets.
And
Yeah, it was one of those.
But anyway.
It was one of those theoretical trades that just kind of came across the desk, and I think one of the reporters posted it. But
I don't know. I feel like if the Angels are out of it and truly out of it by trade deadline, I feel like you at least hear of teams just taking it, like calling, being like, "Hey, what would it take?"
I'd love to see the
I don't-
Angels just be like, "Give us prospects." And then you can take a flyer on Shohei for a bunch of prospects. I could totally see a Padres or a Mets team that's making a push late that really wants to put themselves over the top. I could totally see them dumping prospects, especially where they Padres more than anybody, or sorry, not Padres, Mets more than anybody, where they have some of those short-term big contracts. They would seem the most willing to dump prospects as because they developed this to have a very positive, tight window. Their window is not as big as the Padres or the Braves, so it might make sense for them to try to push some pieces around, make a move, bring them in, and.
I understand if you're making a move like that, you have to have some sort of thought process of we're going to re-sign this guy. But
I think it depends. I think what you give up for him.
Exactly. If they don't give up much, then fine, whatever.
Say you give the Angels a reliever and like your top 2 prospects.
Yeah,
and he's the guy that's going to get you to World Series. You might do that.
Yeah, because obviously I don't see Trout moving because he has a no trade anyways. I think right.
I bet you he's going to get traded in the offseason.
I don't see,
I think if they ship themselves, he's going to get traded in the offseason. Yeah. Unfortunately.
I don't see it as a deadline move because no one's going to trade
for that. But then again, the thing with Trout is a part of me thinks that Trout is so content with just being there and just lighting it up during the regular season and hanging it up at the end of September and just calling it.
I think he was until the WBC. I think the WBC changed that in him.
I agree.
He got postseason.
He wants to win, dude. He's
at the end.
The thing is, though, is
even just a taste of postseason.
But the thing is Shohei has come out and said things that yield to believe that he might not want out of Anaheim, but like after the WBC, he said, "I can't wait to do that one day in the World Series." You've never heard Mike Trout say anything like that.
But you've never heard Mike Trout say anything.
Yeah, has Mike Trout ever came out and said anything in his 10-year career?
He's a quiet guy, but I don't.
I'd argue the last 2 years has been the most vocal we've seen Mike Trout in his entire career.
I think
you could say it's just the last of this year with the WBC.
Well, yeah, I mean, he was the captain; he had to be.
Yeah,
I know. It's interesting, those two pieces, because I don't know if I'm the Angels, I'm trying to move those pieces as soon as possible and start your rebuild immediately.
Yeah, but the thing is, if they move Ohtani, I feel like that'll be the catalyst of Trout's like, okay.
Well, and also the thing is, so they've said that they want to sell the team. They said they don't want to. Moving those two guys makes the team a lot easier to sell.
Yep,
because
those contracts on your books.
It's much less money on the books.
So
it's less employees to pay, so to say. So I think moving those pieces opens that up. And I mean, knock on wood, they're first in the West right now.
Yeah, but the Athletics were first in the West last week. So that doesn't mean much to me right now.
I mean, yeah, the first game when they were 1-0.
Yeah, exactly.
2-7 now.
The Angels.
The Angels are 5-4. So speaking of the Angels, you want to talk about Rendon?
Oh, I forgot about
that whole situation. Is
I fucking love it.
Stupid.
I fucking love it.
I don't think he should have got a 4-game suspension for it.
Give him a game. Give him a game in the sense that you do it.
Slap him on the wrist and say, "Good on you."
Give him one of those the formal ejections. You know, like when someone does something at the end of the game, but they don't actually eject them on the field. But then after the game, the league tells them they're ejected, so they have to miss the next game. I think they should have done something like that. But no, fuck that. Because the thing is people think that because they're athletes, they can get paid whatever money they want. Like, or because they're athletes, they'll take all this shit on the chin. You know what I mean? Like it's. They don't deserve that kind of abuse. They're people too, and at the same rate, like if someone said that shit to you, I'd fucking do the same thing. Like fuck that guy.
He is,
and I guess so. The guy was chirping him, and guy was chirping him over the dugout the whole game.
Yeah,
chirping the whole team, and he was specifically chirping Rendon, calling him a pussy and a bitch and shit like that. Yeah. And then obviously Anthony Rendon's about that action. And he fucking went after the dude, and it's fucking great.
Like I said, he wouldn't have got 4 games. He would have got a game
if he didn't swipe at him.
Throw that punch at the end.
That wasn't even really a punch. He swiped at his hat. But regardless,
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
I think I said this to you day of when we learned about the suspension. The fan is lucky that this isn't the fucking NBA where they can just point to be like, yeah, hey, get that guy out of there.
That's because everybody in the NBA is soft.
Yeah.
Like.
They'll be like, Kyrie, you suck. And he's like,
well, the thing is, too, if it's true that guy was sitting at the bullpen or sitting at the dugout chirping these guys the whole time, then the fact that he then went over to the tunnel, moved, and went over
Yeah.
to the tunnel for that guy's a fucking douchebag.
Yeah,
You
but
deserve
him
to
out.
get whatever's coming to you if you want to do that. Like,
Wow. Go figure.
Yep.
yeah, it's
I agree.
irritating. Like, you just
We're kind of switching back to the Sox. This is a good game going on right now.
It is there.
Sox are doing pretty well. I also
Um,
wanted to say I was going to say this stat, but it was before Ryan Brazier shit his pants with a 12-run lead yesterday. But I believe the stat was before yesterday and after opening day. So the games between yesterday and opening day, and
Mhm.
they had like 27 innings started by relief pitchers, and 25 of them were clean innings. That's pretty good.
Bullpen.
Solid.
That's pretty damn
Yeah.
good.
Bullpen's pretty good.
The bullpen's been much better than the starting pitching. The bullpen's held it down.
Yeah.
I think the biggest bright spot of the bullpen so far, the biggest shock, has been Winkowski. I thought he's been great.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So by clean inning,
He's in right now, isn't he?
Clean inning just mean no
he
runs.
was, yeah.
He
No,
just pitched
okay.
last
I
inning.
was gonna say because if clean inning is anything but no runs, there have been some times where we're sitting there looking like
Oh, you mean
this
like
could-
Kenley
bad.
yesterday? Kenley yesterday
Oh, yeah.
loading the bags,
yeah.
putting the winning run at the plate. That was scary.
Hey, it was a clean inning.
Hey,
Yeah.
Got out of it, no run.
Just looking at it too, updating on our teams. Cam's off to a great start being a Pirates fan, 6-3.
I'll take it. Sucks
Um,
that O'Neill. We haven't even touched on him yet.
yeah,
Well,
that's-
little bad. I know
yeah,
he's,
we'll talk about that in a second. Talk about him
Yeah.
and Brian
My,
Reynolds together.
Hey,
My Kansas City Royals sitting at 3-7, not looking good. Sam's Colorado Rockies at 4-6, and Jared's Washington Nationals at 3-7.
don't even.
Tell me on your bingo card if you had 10 days into the season that the Cardinals would be in last place in the NL Central. Because I sure as fuck
Yeah,
didn't.
no.
I did.
Anybody have the Brewers at 7-2?
I would have
No,
had
I
them
didn't.
firmly in second place.
So, did you guys see what happened when Kutch's first at bat back in PNC the other day?
No.
So you know how like they have 30 seconds to get up to the plate,
Yep.
whatever. I guess I've read like different things. So you watch the at bat, the catcher stood at the front of the plate, just giving him his moment because obviously he had a standing ovation. But I also read that the Pirates had to file for a special motion with MLB in order to make sure that he wasn't thrown called a strike for that
Oh
because
my
they knew that was going
That's
to
got,
happen.
that's got to be a field
nasty.
play for the umpires.
Yeah.
That's just a field thing.
So there's two conflicting reports out there. That either A is yes, it was a field thing, or B it
They
was they had to
specifically-
file with the MLB. Yeah.
Honestly, with Rob Manfred's MLB, would not be shocked if you had to file for something like that.
Rob Manfred can
Yeah.
lick my balls from the back.
Another player kind of on his way out, his little retirement trail, Miggy in Houston. You see what they did for him? They got him. They
I
got
did
him. They
not.
got him a custom made cowboy hat and brought it out to him.
Is that what it
Or,
was?
Altuve brought it out to him. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I just thought about this. I didn't watch opening day or the first game against the Tigers. Did they have something for him or no? Like his first at bat or no?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I know it's different because obviously Kutch left the Pirates.
Yeah,
and
it's
that was
his
first
return.
at-bat
Yeah, I
back.
think it's different. Yeah, I mean, Miggy's going to be getting standing O's all year.
Oh yeah, of course. Do they
As
come
he
to
should.
Cam, in regards to Miggy,
Oh boy.
do we want to
Yeah. Oh,
talk
I'm
about
gonna
this?
leave. I'm
yeah,
gonna
we're
leave.
talking. No,
I'm
we're
not
talking about it. Cam,
My
and
internet
you-
is
you-
dropping.
no,
Sorry.
Cam, you need to own
No,
this one and take it on the chin.
Kid just left. That's probably going to mess up the recording too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, do we want to talk about it?
Yeah. So Cam, the other day, let me. I'll find the exact text so we can go word for word.
Yeah. Long story short,
Uh,
out of nowhere, Cam texts us. Cam texts us and says,
Shit.
Here it is. Thursday
No.
at 1:08. He goes,
No.
"It's not going to happen." But imagine if Miggy reaches 3,000, meaning hits. And Sam's response was, "Are you special?"
Can I explain myself
Yeah,
a little bit because the
And
broadcast
nope,
did
nope.
not.
And
Oh,
Sam
Let's
also
finish
proceeded
this,
to
yeah.
send a video of Miggy hitting his 3,000.
almost 1 year to the day. He had said you're never going to hit it.
I quite
This is
literally-
your kangaroo court. Speak for yourself. This is
So,
the one
first of
time
all-
you get the floor.
when Sam said that video, I was like, "Fuck!" I literally was watching that game. I tuned in
was
to watch
too.
that game last year. Like, fuck! I think I texted Sam about this. Like, "Oh, this is fucking wild." So the broadcast, when they put up the the banner showing, like, they never showed anything that said 3,000 club. So I was thinking, oh shit, okay, he's that close to 3,000. The O'Brien even said, like, oh, like I don't know. I'm not doing a good job fucking defending myself. The way the broadcast,
not even a little bit.
The way the broadcast presented it was that he was this close to 3,000, not he's in the 3,000 club already.
Now,
I apologize.
Now, I will say, well, so actually what it was you said, oh, he's at 2, which I just thought about something. You said they posted, like, how many games they were at. And it's like 2000 and...
Move your mic away from
it's
you.
too loud? Sorry.
Yes.
It's 2009 games or whatever. And you said, I know he'll never hit it, but what if he hit it? You think 41-year-old Miggy was going to hit 1,000 more hits in the bigs?
No, it was at 2,700, so 300.
It's not at 2,700. He
That's
just
what it
broke
said. That's
2,000 games this year.
Then the graphic was way wrong because the graphic had him at like 26. I remember thinking,
don't blame
he
the
can't
graphic.
get 300
Cameron.
hits. The whole thing's on the graphic. Fucking Nesson.
He has...
Fuck you, Nesson.
Oh, it was 2705. I think I was looking at Detroit games. He's 15 away from 2,000 with the Tigers, which is nuts.
That makes sense.
Um,
I don't know. Fuck you, Nesson. Put us on the broadcast,
anyways,
and
Hey, don't you blame Nesson for your fuck-ups, Cameron.
I'm blaming Nesson for this fucking
That's
thing.
not fair.
no
I'm blaming
fairs.
Nesson for this.
No
Speaking
fairs.
of games played, I'd like to give a shout out to my favorite non-Red Sox player in the league, Chuck Nasty, Charlie Blackmon.
Yes.
He just had something like his 700th multi-hit game with the Rockies. And I want to follow that
Savage.
by saying that Ryan McMahon this week cracked like the top 10 in all-time games played for the Rockies with like 630. So he has 630 just games played, and he's in the top 10 for the Rockies. Charlie Blackmon has over 700 multi-hit games for the Rockies. That's just multi-hit games, not even games played. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
Charlie Blackmon, they better retire that man's number like immediately when he retires. And I think this actually came up, and I'd be curious to see what yours were. Me and Cam one night after you got off Discord, after you got off Discord, Chris, me and Cam were talking about who our favorite non-Red Sox player is in the like non-Red Sox like superstar is in the MLB right now.
Did we say non-super? I thought we said non-superstar.
Yeah, non-superstar. Like Charlie Blackmon, not superstar. I mean, in like 2014 he was. But,
Red Sox non-superstar.
yeah,
Yes.
like perennial all-star. Like
We'll say this, that I
like an unsung
chose
hero.
Adley. I chose Adley and McClanahan.
No,
So
it wasn't
take that as
McClanahan.
you will.
It was Glasnow.
Sorry, Glasnow.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's a tough one.
We're gonna say Nestor Cortez.
Nestor. Never mind. No, we're not gonna say that.
Yeah, we are.
So
You did.
I'll probably pick one here as like a young guy, and then I'll go with a little bit of an older guy. For a young guy, and I'm hopping on the wagon now. Drafted him for my fantasy team.
Can I guess?
Miguel Vargas.
Oh, I knew it was Miguel Vargas.
All right.
I'm big on Miguel Vargas. I think that dude is gonna go absolutely bonkers this year, and all the time that he does get.
I thought you were going to say either Vargas or Bobby Witt.
I'm also very high on Bobby Witt.
Tough start. I would just like to. Can I chime in real quick?
Yeah.
The Yankees just had the tying run on third with no outs in the eighth and did not score.
Absolutely bottled it.
James Karinchak just shovey puvied.
Because
James Karen shit.
And he like ran off the mound like doing James Karen. You know what I'm saying?
Talking
doing
to
his
himself
shit.
and shit.
Yeah.
Just doing his thing. And then also another guy on my fantasy team. I was high on him, and not a lot of other people were. Any other guesses?
CJ Cron?
This is a guy I love. Nobody else.
Andrew Benintendi.
He's not on my team. Fuck that guy. Nate Lau.
Oh yeah, I knew that from.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said that you had him in your top 3 first basemen in baseball.
Yeah. So Nate Lau is my guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you guys know I've been a big Chuck Nasty guy for a long time, so that's nothing new.
Another guy that used to be a stud too that I still love and love seeing him in the game is Zach Greinke.
Oh yeah, Lunatic.
He's fun to watch.
My favorite thing was in
Absolute
spring training when he was
psychopath.
calling his own pitches and shaking them off. You guys see that video?
No, not that one. Not that one. Not that
That was amazing. He's literally sitting there, putting on his wrist. He puts in a pitch and goes, and then goes in.
You can see him go through his entire thought process on that. Like, yeah, that one.
Oh, and then he had that against
he's-
Miguel Vargas when he threw a 95-mile-an-hour heater and then threw one like 48.
Yeah, 40. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. What else we got? What happened across the league? You guys got any, maybe a story you want to touch on that you saw happen that caught your eye?
No. I just think the entire White Sox Pirates benches clearing thing was scummy.
Yeah, after O'Neal Cruz basically,
especially given what was going on.
Yeah.
And the fact that nobody really took the time to stop and
Figure out
check
if
on
he was
O'Neal
all right.
and all that aside from the trainer.
Yeah.
I think it was just a very distasteful thing.
Sabala
from
like
both
got
sides.
up in like motion, like
Looked
and,
at
like
him,
dropped his
yeah.
helmet next to him, like.
Yeah.
And then,
It's like,
yeah,
Michael
I,
Kopech is like trying to hold him back. Then all of a sudden, it turns into Michael Kopech being like the biggest problem in the whole brawl. It didn't make
Yeah.
any sense. Like it wasn't even a dirty slide. He literally
No, it was
slid,
a
and
hard
his
slide.
foot got stuck underneath him. That's the only
Yeah.
reason it was a hard slide. And the dude paid for it. He freaking broke his ankle, and he's out for the next 4 months.
He's out till August.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Yeah. So that whole thing kind of irked me the wrong way, just as a baseball fan.
Brian Reynolds setting the world on fire.
Just going absolutely crazy. Brian Reynolds, you could say, single-handedly cost me $175 at that Red Sox game, but we won't talk about it.
He definitely did. It's fine.
And you know what he did? He basically won me a fantasy week. Between him and Shohei, I
Yeah.
probably had almost 200
Oh,
points.
no.
What?
Dobby Ballbeck, first at bat and for the Red Sox in
would've,
Royal's
2023.
still up for me.
Oh, sorry. Well,
Who would
he
have
doesn't
thought
do much.
that?
I'm not live.
Who would have thought the Arizona Diamondbacks would be atop the NL West right now too? Huh?
That's not that crazy, honestly.
Yeah.
They're very the way that they're using their speed is pretty exciting. I think they have like 25 stolen bases or something already.
Do they have the most in the league
Yeah.
right now? They have to,
Yeah.
right?
They're basically
And
stealing
running
3
all over
or
the
4 a
place.
game at this rate. Yep, we got Bobbis coming
I
up.
don't know if what was I going to say? The Dodgers. Couldn't get the word out of my mouth. Can't be too happy sitting at 5-5 after 2 series with the Diamondbacks and 1 with the Rockies.
Diamondbacks gave them
Yeah.
trouble. And then
Well,
I
so
think
they
the
took-
Rockies won the first 2 games, didn't they?
Split the first 2 with the Diamondbacks. Then the Dodgers beat the Rockies twice.
Yep.
And then the D-backs took 3 of 4 against the Dodgers.
So they played 2 series against the Diamondbacks?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That's right. I forgot they had a
And they
weird
lost
2-game
both of them?
series against the Rockies.
Yep.
Interesting. All right, let's do a little live reaction to this Bobby Dahlbeck AB right here.
Yeah,
I'm
I
ahead-
got it
I'm
on
ahead of
right
you,
now,
so-
too.
Big spot.
What's your count right now?
1-1.
1-0.
He just fouled it off.
Oh,
to
Sam, you got 1-1. All right, Sam, you're with
he
me.
just fouled it to the backstop.
Oh,
It's
then
just
I'm
a
a little ahead of you.
malarkey is what it is.
Sorry, Chris. If he hits a ding dong, I'm gonna freak out right
No
away.
Ding dong.
Speaking of ding
Imagine.
dongs, Yuli Gurriel just put the Marlins on the board.
Finally,
You
13-1.
can put it on the board. Is that what it is? 13-1?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
it's got to be.
Jesus Christ.
Chris,
Sandy
he
was
missed.
shoving through 2 innings. What happened?
2-1 on Bobby. It's a big AB. We
Chris,
got
he missed.
top 8, knotted at 0, and you got Verdugo on first and 1 out. Just for a little context.
He missed this swing. Let me tell you, he was swinging, thinking 2-0 right there, though.
I like it. Let the dog eat. He needs to do that more. That's what he did in 21.
I know. Give me the glasses, Bob. Get through. We can take that,
All
Bobby.
behind.
Are we all on board with glasses, boob?
We all are on board with glasses.
Those are so I'm trying to get a pair of glasses like that for softball, like the Oakleys with the clear lenses, but you have to get them like custom made.
He just wants to be like Ricky Vaughn.
No, I want to be like Bobby Dahlbeck.
Oh, forget
No,
signs, Ricky, give me here.
Whereas like basically the ones that I'm wearing it is a skull in the middle.
I still.
I'm gonna-
Are you telling
I'm
me?
going to say that if I ever catch in softball again.
The sign tricky, bring it here.
What the heck with the signs, Domingue? Give him the heater.
Are you telling me Bobby Dahlbeck had? Oh no, okay. Had the 2021 he had when he couldn't fucking see.
I bet you he's wearing
Maybe
contacts. And then
He
some
might have
people's
been.
eyes just don't adjust to contacts well.
We're high on Bobby, I guess. I'll get on board.
I'm not gonna.
You know who the
that's a good swing.
you know who the Sox need to bring up and just adopt right away? Give me Alfaro.
Sedan Rafaela.
Give me Alfaro.
Alfaro, suck my ass.
Sedan.
For
Give
who?
me Alfaro.
Sedan Rafaela. Sedan Rafaela
Yeah.
is the truth.
Yeah.
I agree. By July, he'll be there. I
I
bet.
think sooner. You can see end
Oh.
of June, I bet.
Oh,
Mid to end of June.
did you? Oh
Oh, Cam ruined it.
Damn it, Cameron.
no, I'm watching the Guardians game now. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, whatever.
Andres.
Damn,
I know.
ruined it. Ruined all the
Was
fun.
it Zanino
Just-
with a double? Damn, I was going to pick him up too.
Yeah, double that got stuck in the wall.
That's
I
interesting.
had him for a hot
I
second,
like got
then I
stuck
dropped
in
his
the
ass again.
fencing that's on the
Yeah, it
video
did. It
board.
like dropped through the fence.
Also, more context. I am currently losing 37-0 in fantasy.
Someone got a starter.
Yeah, Boat has Scherzer, Darvish. Schwarber has 9 points. Kyle Tucker has 8 points.
Scherzer had a pretty rough first start.
Bobby Witt has a 4-piece in the first inning.
What, double?
Nah, single run stolen base.
G-Man Choi, come on, hit another
All right,
one.
We got 3
Give me
3-0 to
another
Kike.
one. Oh, he walks.
Thanks.
Cam, you suck.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, all right. Do we got
Just
anything
saying.
else we want to touch on? A little quick little touch ski?
I got some trivia if you want to go to that, but that's about all I got. Come on, Rafi.
I'll just say, going back to Red Sox, pitching needs to settle in. Offense is there. I think as long as the pitching settles in, we'll be fine with Duvall as long as he's not out for like the whole season. I think we'll do okay if he's out 4 or 6 weeks. Because that's the beauty of baseball. You don't win with one guy. So
Yeah,
Well, I saw a
it just
tweet
sucks that it's our
earlier
best hit.
today.
Right.
In March when they signed Duvall, it was, oh, nice signing, that's cool. So it was 2 months ago, it was, oh, that's a nice signing, whatever. It can't be end of the world now because he's out. Like,
That's bullshit.
it wasn't, like, it's a team.
You
need someone else to step up.
Yeah, a guy lights it up, and just because you weren't excited initially doesn't mean you can't be pissed when he goes down.
You can be upset,
Stupid.
but it's a team. It's a team. Like, someone else needs to step up now.
Yeah,
That's
no,
all.
100%.
That's all. Yeah.
I know the three of us were high on that Duvall signing,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I would loved it.
Watching him in 21 with Atlanta, he's a stud when he's right.
especially for like basically next to nothing.
Yeah,
We got him
10
for
million?
7. No, 7, 10
10.
million after incentives.
Was it?
Gold Glove defender too.
Yeah, we got him for nothing.
Okay.
The one
All right,
maybe
I'm ready for
saving
trivia.
grace for Heim Bloom. See you later, bud.
Idiot.
It's just going to be a season of what if he's out for an extended period of time. Like, what kind of numbers would he have put up?
Yep.
Right.
Because I think a
right,
feasible
Cam.
pace at this point would be close to 100 RBIs and 30 home runs. I don't think that's that
All right.
crazy to think.
Fucking Raffy, dude.
Yeah, I was all right. That's why I said I'm ready. So,
Would he punch?
which team has
Yeah,
the
right down
longest
the
winning
dick.
streak?
What'd you say?
Which team has the longest winning streak in team history so ever? The Athletics, the Cubs, the White Sox, the Yankees, the Giants, or the
It's
Indians?
the Indians.
Athletics.
The Indians beat it a couple years ago in 2016 when they went to the World Series.
The Giants. In 1916,
Well, maybe it was the
They had
American
20
League record.
yeah, they had 26 in, between September 7th and September 30th.
Well, what
in
did the
1916.
Guardians have? It was like 21.
22 in 2017.
Okay, I was. I mean, can I get some respect? But then Moneyball season was when the Athletics won 17.
Here was a
18?
he was a shock to me. If you need me to read the teams again, I will. But who is like less, like the lowest winning streak out of those teams?
Yeah, you read them again.
Read him again.
Athletics, Cubs, White Sox, Yankees, Giants,
It's
Indians.
gotta be Yankees.
I'm gonna say White Sox.
It is the Yankees.
Just because you said you were surprised, you gave it away.
Yeah, sorry, I was shocked. Out of all those teams, they didn't have a. Because I had guessed them when I saw that
I think
one.
the Red Sox longest win streak is only, 13 games?
That defaulted on there. I don't know. It might be. All right. True or false? No team has blown 3 games to 1 World Series leads twice.
That's false. Didn't the Rangers do it twice?
Not the Rangers, but it is false. The Cardinals did it twice. They did it in 1968 and 1985.
So the Rangers, I think, did it once.
Jeez.
Yeah.
True or false? No
Interesting.
team has ever blown a 3-0 lead in the American League Championship Series.
Has never blown? That's false.
4 games in October. Fuck the
You want
Yankees.
to talk about somebody that can lick our balls from the back? Everybody in the New York Yankees organization.
Fuck
Especially
the
Aaron Boone.
Yeah, that dude's a bozo.
Chris, Sam, you got any baseball cards for us over
Yeah,
there?
I can. One thing I do want to say, one thing I've been thinking about a lot, and I feel horrible about it, is Daniel Bard. As somebody who has had a lot of mental health struggles myself, I can only imagine what the dude's going through right now, and to come all the way back up from where he was and get back to the major leagues is insane. And to have that one outing against Venezuela just completely possibly derail his career, and now he's trying to get back to where he was, is pretty upsetting, to be honest. It's kind of been bothering me the more I think about it. I just feel horrible for him. Thoughts are with him. I really hope he can recover and make it back this year and be the guy that he was last year for the Rockies. But yeah, I just wanted to say that because that has been heavy on my mind. I won't lie. So yeah, we'll rip a quick little Fleer ski. See what we got.
While you're opening that, I just want to point out this game is below 2 hours right now. It's in the 8th inning.
What, Red Sox Rays?
The Red Sox
In
Rays.
an hour and 35 minutes, or an hour and 55. Sorry.
Yeah.
You got Rick Rochelle, Frank Tanana. That's a pretty good one. That's some old school shit right there. Pitcher wearing eye black. Ooh, this is actually a kind of a good card. Very early John Kruk.
Ooh.
Back when he was skinny.
Not quite, but
Not really.
Skinny.
Nate Snell, Rick Rodriguez. Ooh, that's a good one too. One of the best Mexican baseball players of all time.
Andres
Galarraga.
There we
Charlie Liebrant, Greg Jelks, Jimmy Key, Keith Miller, Brian Downing, Glenn Wilson with some serious lip moss. That's a kind of cool one. Vince Coleman and Tony Gwynn.
Ooh.
And John Morris.
All right.
Yeah, let me... I didn't prepare any matchups for this week because it was late notice, but I will start doing that next week. Maybe a matchup of the week.
I'll start looking at them too. I didn't really look.
I can give you guys a quick update on the gambling thing real quick if we want that, since it's legal now.
Sure.
I was going to say, Chris, congratulations on signing with whoever the fuck you signed with.
Scheme Money Gambling.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a really good week last week. I'm not gonna lie. I hit one today to start the week. Just a quick little 2-piece. It was Willie Castro under 1 hit and no run first inning in that White Sox Twins game. It was 20-something, 26 or something to win 54 or something like that. But couple decent sized ones last week. I had 25 to win 225. I had Merrill Kelly under 4.5 Ks, draw for the first inning in that same game. Freddie Freeman to have over 1.5 total bases, and Dustin May over 4.5 Ks. So that was the big one for the week.
You got any
week.
ones coming up maybe tomorrow or today? You think people ones to keep an eye out on?
I haven't really looked tomorrow. I had one in tonight, but it already missed. It was Scherzer over 6.5 Ks. I don't think he's going to quite get there. He's at 5 right now, but he's already at 87 pitches. And then it was Elder under 5.5 Ks. That also missed. And it was Ty France over 1.5 total bases. He just cranked a double. So, That was
So
tough, but
fucking Scherzer.
yeah. So I don't really have anything in right now. I haven't really looked ahead for the rest of tonight or tomorrow, but
I just saw
next week.
I just saw a tweet. Maybe we can end on this. Someone put in a prompt with ChatGPT to have it calculate in its mind who the top 10 MLB franchises of all time were.
The Red Sox were not in that.
They're
top
in the
10,
top
I
10.
don't think. Were they?
And actually, the
As they
rankings
should
aren't
be.
bad. There's a couple questionable ones, but so we have. You good there, Cam?
Yep, you'll catch up in a minute.
I'm not even.
did he hit a home run?
I'm not even watching it.
Fucking kidding.
Chris Martin.
But this is the
fuck
top 10
off.
on ChatGPT. Oh, that ball's absolutely pissed on. Yeah, I like to see the EVO on that. All right, yeah. So ChatGPT top 10 ahead: Yankees 1, Dodgers 2,
Yeah.
Cardinals 3, Red Sox 4. I think that's fair for top 4. I think that's within reason. 5
Yeah.
Giants. I don't think is that crazy. Cubs at 6 is quite a stretch, considering they went 100,000 years without winning a World Series.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Then you have Braves 7, which is respectable. It's a storied franchise. A's at 8, Tigers 9,
Nope.
and Pirates at 10. I feel like 8, 9, 10 is a little questionable.
Yeah.
I feel like the Orioles
put
could maybe be in the top 10. They had some really good teams early.
I would put the fucking Expos in before I put the
The
A's in.
Expos, not the Nationals. The Expo.
No, the Expos.
They didn't win anything. They never
Don't
won a
care.
World Series.
Don't care.
Don't care. Just for the
Don't
players they
care.
drafted that ended up being studs
Yep.
for other teams.
Yep.
I'd list those off forever.
They're the greatest farm team for all the other MLB teams.
It's true.
The A's are up there.
True story. Damn, kind of crazy how Chris Martin's gonna. Oh, Raffy.
Yeah.
Oh, he got him. Okay, that was sketchy.
All right.
All
right.
Yeah, I think does that wrap us?
I think that's.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, a bit distracted watching all these games, but this is what it's all about. I love being able to watch a million
Is that time
baseball
eight?
games at once. It makes the serotonin level. We got warmer weather. I sat outside today on my lunch break, and I watched a 2:00 game while I ate lunch on my deck. It was fantastic. It was like 70 degrees in the sun. That shit gives me so much serotonin. It's not even funny. I love this shit.
Low-key watched the game while my team stretched and did catch play.
Really?
Huh. No idea.
Awesome.
Hey,
Coach of the year.
you're just strategizing.
Yeah, big day for me tomorrow. First official day as a high school head coach.
There you go.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Go get that dup. You better wear the
I
Bush League
can't
Boys
remember.
shirt underneath your jersey.
And then if you
No.
win, you have to wear it every time.
No, if we win, I'm just gonna rip off my jersey and just start running on the field.
No, just keep your jersey on. Rip your pants off. Hell yeah.
That kind of party.
Fired 101.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hell yeah. All right.
All right.
That wraps it.
See you next
22.
week.
We'll be back with our Jordan episode 23 next week.
Let's get it.
Catch y'all on the flip flop. Maybe we'll do a little
Later.
stream ski at some point this week. Maybe a little video mixed in, something like that. We're working on it.
We getting there.
Getting there. All right. We out.
Later.